सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं ज्ञातृज्ञेयज्ञानशून्यम् अनन्तं निर्विकल्पकं केवलखण्डचिन्मात्रं परं तत्त्वं विदुर्बुधाः. Any sort of conditioning of the mind is removed by the scripture. Varieties of conditionings. It is very natural for people to accept things which are around. And there will be varieties of opinions about things which are not available for everybody. There can't be any opinion with respect to potato, house, dog, cat, etc. because these things are available for everybody. When a thing is not available for everybody, then there are varieties of thinking, and the most confusing subject matter is the Lord. The Lord is the most confusing subject matter. That's the reason why there are so many organizations, so many philosophies. How can there be a variety of philosophies? Sun is sun, moon is moon, air is air, but how can there be so many airs and so many moons, etc.? That's not possible. But here, because we're talking about the source of the universe, there will be varieties of thinking because it's not available for everybody. When something is not available, and you imagine, when you imagine some about the Lord, then imaginations will be many. There can't be any imagination. Therefore, the varieties of forms of worship. And you just see, suppose you ask a person, what is it that because of which you are alive? Suppose you ask a question you ask, what is it that because of you are alive? Somebody will say, see, without air you can't live. Yes, that's true. Another person will say, see, without fire you cannot live. That's also true because your temperature is temperature of the heat of the fire. Yeah, it's a different form, but it's heat definitely. Similarly, somebody else will say, see, without food nobody will be alive in this earth. Yes, that's also correct. And somebody else will say, see, without earth being there, where you will find the food, etc. Then somebody will say, see, without parents you are not going to live. You won't be here. What is the question of any Lord, etc.? So see parents as your Lord, somebody will say. So these are the thinkings that are bound to enter into your head. And these things, they go around all the time in the society. Many people, they think in many ways because it's natural. And somebody will say, see, without capacity, without strength, you can't do anything. So the form of energy is worshipped in various forms. The lady form of worship, male form of worship. So many things. Inert objects are worshipped, living beings are worshipped, trees are worshipped. So this being the nature of the human being, you have to resolve all these things. You have to understand thoroughly what it is all about, and you have to come to a conclusion. Because people will say various things, but you have to be very strong with what you have understood. And without clarity, you are subject to being diverted by varieties of other thinkings. So be sure about what you understand about the truth, and that surety takes time. Here the one word is given, nirvikalpakam, means there is no second thing. And there is no second thing. There is beginning of the universe, no second thing, without a second. And how do you imagine that without a second? But logically, you cannot dismiss also. Suppose beginning you say, could there be two persons? Beginning when you say, suppose you say two, then what is the basis for there two being there? What is the basis? They must be in this space definitely. Then space becomes bigger than these two persons. And there are people who say that two people they created the there were two people, and from the two people the entire creation came. So how it is possible? And suppose you imagine some Lord. You imagine some Lord who created these two people, suppose. Then where is he staying? All these questions are bound to come. So the thinking has got to be very clear. I should be available for any sort of any sort of discussion. Somebody is telling me something about the Lord. Let me see what he is telling, and I should be able to dismiss that this is not correct. What is not correct does not mean I hate the person. I belittle the person. It's not like that. Just like, for example, in a school, when the child is telling 2 plus 3 is equal to 4, 2 plus 3 is equals 4, the child is telling. You are not belittling the child. You know there's a mistake, but you don't belittle the child because the child is subject to committing mistakes. Error is bound to be there. Similarly, with respect to this subject matter, you can say almost 100% people they commit mistake. Someone in some corner, he understands this. There is nature. It has been said. Just tell me about things, the donations people give. So you give alms to the people, give alms to the beggars. How many people have got this sort of compassion towards others? Compassion. So somebody is suffering. I have got the desire to help. How many people have got this? You understand this? This is the nature of the human being. Everybody's body is self-centered. How I will live comfortably, and I get extended towards the family. That's it. If the family, all of us are living well, having all the things that we require, then we have done our life. This is how, not today's world. It is from the very beginning of this creation, you can say rather. So I want people to be in comfortable position who can help me. Those who are giving me problem, they should have problems. so, so this is very natural. Whatever is comfortable for me, it should happen. Those who are helping me, they should live comfortably. And those who are giving me trouble, they should be in problem definitely. That's what the desire of the human beings. Very natural. So they are engulfed in such wrong thinking that time goes away and they do not discover the truth about the universe and they go away from this earth. The life remains incomplete. You can't do anything because you are not available for the teaching. You are not available for proper understanding. So what I understand now, I should not be very strong. I understand this, and let me be exposed to whatever anybody else says. I'm not away from, or I don't dislike others telling varieties of things about the Lord, which is not correct. I can hear them, no problem, but I should understand that that's incorrect and this is correct. I don't criticize them also. I don't criticize the child because it's telling 2 plus 2 adds to 4. I don't criticize the child because the level of understanding, given the level of understanding, the answer will be there. Similarly, this subject matter being the subtlest one, naturally People committing mistake is but natural. So one without a second, when you see, we'll know that one without a second. That's the reason why the systematic approach, wrongdoing and proper understanding do not go together. Wrongdoing, how do you define the wrong then? How do you define the wrong? Hey, what is correct here may not be correct somewhere else. Yeah. My greetings to you in a given manner may not be correct in other culture. It differs from place to place. Eating, for example, some people may consider eating veg is correct. Some people may consider eating non-veg is correct. So, varieties of differences are there all over the world. So, how do you reconcile with all these things? You have to. You are the person. You are the person to witness all these things, all the changes the societies are undergoing. Yeah, I was telling yesterday evening in the evening class. You just see, today we are eating food. Anybody who lived in this earth, they ate food definitely. The animals also, they eat food. The nature of the food has changed. Original nature, it has not changed. The paddy, the wheat, the vegetables, they have not changed. You have brought about the changes of these things, changes in these things. You have brought about changes in these things. But basically, they have not changed. So, variety of this is the nature of the human beings, to bring about changes in every field of life. You can't stop, because this fellow has been given the capacity to change, capacity to think what can be made out of it. What can be made out of it? So that's the reason why you'll find chef today, chef. So yeah, chef is the cook who knows varieties of things. So with this innovation, you innovate something. How to prepare a different type of dish. In every field, this is going to happen. So when this is there, you get carried away by that. Just take, for example, the treatment system. Treatment system is there, we know. We think we have got a very nice treatment system. It's not that all over the world you are having the same treatment system. It's not there. Those who are affluent society, they have got maybe you can call it a little bit better treatment system. And in fact, there is no treatments in some places also. Inside the deep forest, where is the question of any treatment? But any treatment, it may lead to weakness, mental weakness, because you seem to be comfortable that there is treatment available. You seem to be comfortable that there is a system, banking system is there. You have got your wealth stored in that bank. You feel comfortable. This is all nonsense, I tell you. I will discover how it is. We will discover together. See, being comfortable that there is something I can use, is it not incorrect? Suppose I deposit money and the bank has said it will return me after 8 years. It will double the amount, or 8 or 9 years. After 8-9 years, I feel comfortable, because I imagine what amount of money I will get after 8 years. This much will be the money, and I will get this much interest, and I will use that in my living. So that is how I think. Nothing wrong in that. But what is the problem? The problem is you have taken the future to be certain. The future is certain, you have, according to you, which is not correct, which is against the law. Who will give certainty that I will be alive in the evening? Who will give me the certainty that I will be alive next day, next year? Leave alone the 9 years or 10 years of fixed deposit, etc. So the thinking that things should be certain for me, it is against the law of the nature. And if I don't assimilate these things, if I don't lift myself up to that level so that I feel comfortable with the nature, yeah, that is very important. I feel comfortable with the nature because this is how it's not going to change. It is how it is. Future is uncertain, but uncertain. I'm happy with that, and it's not uncertain for me. It is uncertain for you also. We have seen incidents. The couple got married, and while coming back, both of them had an accident, and both of them died. So you can't be sure of anything. So this thing being there, even if you don't want to think, it will enter into your head. Enter into your head because things are happening around. You cannot close your eyes. You can't close your eyes. And you will say also, so much of wealth, and this fellow is bedridden from the very beginning, very birth. The child is born and it's bedridden from the very beginning of its life. It's not able to get up. A lot of money is there. So you have to see this. So how is it using the money? How is it? So this aspect of life people don't want to remember. They don't. They want to forget about it. They say no. When you got a problem, no, forget about all these things. Why do you worry about this? Think about the future, etc. Even that you cannot forget. Even if somebody gives you advice, no, as though the person is free from all the problems, you are not going to stop thinking about all these things because that is the reality. That is the reality of the world. You cannot close your eyes. A cobra has entered into your house and you say, oh, let it be there, I will close my eyes. You cannot close. The cobra will enter into your head all the time. Similarly, those who are aware of this reality, they will only search about the truth. Otherwise, what will happen? They just live like this. So whether deep inside the deep forest or in the so-called affluent society, living is the same. Living is the same idea. It is moment to moment life. What you eat, it doesn't make much. It doesn't make much difference. What you wear, it doesn't make much difference. So what sort of knowledge you have got with respect to the world, that also doesn't make any difference. Knowledge of the world, I am telling you, any knowledge, for that matter, any knowledge, it's not going to help you. So unless you are awake to this reality is there. If you are not awake to this reality, what will be there in your head? Life has got to be enjoyed. You will say life has got to be enjoyed. Enjoy your life. You will find so many people telling like this, enjoy your life. How will you enjoy? I don't say you don't enjoy, but how will you enjoy? There are problems according to you. If reality is the problem, where will you go? If old age is the problem, how can you be happy? If disease is the problem, how can you be happy? If death is the problem, you can never be happy. So if you consider these are problems, they are not going to go away. So instead of considering them as the problems, what one should understand is this is how the reality of the Lord's. Reality of the Lord. Nobody brings. Nobody has can any command. Nobody can have any command that there will be children in this earth. They will be born. They will die, etc. Who says all these things? Why it happens? You don't pay attention to all these things. So if you have got your own conditioning, it should happen like this, then you have got the problem. It should not happen like this. A child should not die. Old should die. The child should not die. The old should die. And when the child dies, you suffer much more. And you curse someone. You curse someone who you have never seen. You curse the Lord. So, somebody who wants to discover the truth, he should be free. He should be free from conditioning. I'm not. I'm not opposing any type of discussion with respect to this, but it should be logical. Scripture is logical. Veda is logical, and Veda means it is from time immemorial. It has been continuously flowing, and it belongs to the earth, never to any given place. Never to any given place. You can call it a place, but the concept of that place may not be there at that time. It belongs to the earth, just like the air belongs to the earth. Similarly, you can say earth belongs to the earth. Similarly, the knowledge also belongs to the earth. Anybody who wants to benefit, it can benefit. If you don't, well, it is up to you. You are free. You are free to do whatever you like, but definitely whatever you wear, whatever language you speak, whatever worshipping you do, full stop is a must. It will go through varieties of comma, semicolon, etc. That's okay, but full stop is a must. Before the full stop comes, it's better for me to understand the truth and be happy, remain happy till the last breath. That's possible. That possibility has got to be understood. So, without that being there, and without exposing myself to what others say, nothing wrong in hearing what others say, but I should have that capacity to negate what is wrong. I won't criticize anybody, definitely. I don't criticize because that's how it is supposed to be. Why the child is telling 2 plus 2 is 4? Because the child, it has got that much of understanding. Similarly, the old child, so-called old child, this fellow is old, there is no God, this fellow says. His age is nearly 96. And he says there is no God. So it's fine, he has understood that way. He has understood that way, he can't do anything. There are 90-year-old thieves, 90-year-old drunkards, miserable people. They are there because they have not assimilated life. They missed an opportunity. Let me not be one among them. Let me try my best before leaving this earth. May I be able to say to myself that I have done my job, whatever I was supposed to do. So, there is something that has got to be in the beginning believed. And the scripture never says you are miserable. Scripture never says you are created by the Lord. The essence of the Lord, whatever it is, the same thing is you. That's what the statement. And how this is true, it's my responsibility to discover. It's my responsibility. Living will change. Don't get fascinated by the living. People live these days. That's why I was telling about the food. The food, the shape has changed, but never the potato, never the tomato. This potato, tomato, this shape of these vegetables, they have not changed. You have brought about varieties of things. So you're eating in so many ways. That's okay, nothing wrong. But potato is the same. Similarly, human being is the same. Whatever you eat, whatever you, whatever treatment, etc., you make it available for the body. Whatever cloth you wear, whatever type of house you make, human body is the same all the time. Nobody stops you from thinking in the right direction, except yourself. And if you are not available for the right thing, then definitely wrong thing will enter. What can you do? You can't say, I don't want to think wrong. But you are not thinking right also. So I don't want to think wrong. So I'm not thinking right also. Then what will happen? Automatically the wrong thing will enter. Wrong thinking will enter. You sit for some time, you'll understand how it is. Nature of the mind. Just sit for 5 minutes. You won't find yourself anywhere. You'll be wandering all over the world, you know. So this is what the nature of the mind. So Why it moves around? Not because it is the nature. You have not understood thoroughly. It will not go anywhere. Yeah. If you don't pay too much importance to anything in this world, it will not go. Wherever it will go, it will come back. Means what? You are giving importance to anything, becomes a problem, and the thinking happens again and again. Somebody has scolded you in the morning, suppose. You got up and somebody scolded you. You'll keep remembering the entire day. Why? Because you give importance to that. You give importance to the scolding. How can you get out of these things? These things will happen. It has happened in the past, and you can't say that it won't happen in the future also. So how can you free yourself from such mental problem? How can you free yourself? Freeing yourself, the way is when you don't blame anybody. I don't blame anybody. Somebody has scolded me in the morning. It's okay. Why? Yesterday morning nobody scolded me. And this morning this fellow has scolded me. Lord's wish. I deserve this. No problem. May the Lord bless him. Then what will happen? Yeah, I will remember now and then. It's not the entire day I will be remembering how he scolded me. No. This is how I deserve that. That's the reason why the Lord has made him the instrument in scolding me. The Lord has made my parents instrument in bringing this body. Similarly, the Lord has made this type of a shape. Similarly, that person who scolded me, he is instrument. He's not responsible. I don't blame you. When I discover that he's not responsible for that, for the scolding, I'm not going to be unhappy or be angry with the person, because I take up the responsibility. The more I take up this responsibility, the more I remain cool. I don't blame anyone in this world. And with respect to variety of things that are created, if I give too much importance, naturally they will enter again and again into my head. What object should I give importance? You just tell me. Suppose I have gone to your house. I have gone to your house and I am supposed to leave after half an hour. What thing in your house I should give importance? I am going to leave after 4 hours. So why should I give importance? Similarly, be careful what I am telling. When I am going to leave this earth, naturally, everybody is bound to accept this. When I know that I am going to leave this earth after some time, what importance I should give, which object I should give importance? Just find out. So when you don't give too much importance to anything, you remain comfortable. Nothing can linger in your head for long. Yeah, it will come a little bit. Somebody scolded, some little bit maybe for very short time it will enter into your head, but it will go away definitely, because you don't pay too much importance. Your paying importance becomes the most important thing. So how you look at it, that is important. So there is something which should be the basis of the entire universe, and the scripture says, I am that. The scripture is not belittling me. Even the scripture is not telling that I am negligible, I am miserable person, you are the best, the scripture says. But the understanding has to change. Misunderstanding whatever I have got, those misunderstandings have to change. And for that, I am responsible. I should put myself into the right direction. The nature of the mind is to go to varieties of things or give importance to varieties of things. Nature of the mind, to give importance to varieties of things, even doing good things, giving too much of importance. There are organizations which help others. Fine, nothing wrong in that. There are organizations which help others. And there are also organizations which create problems for others. These are the human beings. That is the human nature. So, Nothing wrong in helping others, but why should I be searching for people who are in trouble so that I will help? Why should I be searching for people who are in trouble? Yeah, when I have got the capacity to help, let me help, no problem. But when I cannot help, why should I suffer? Why should I suffer? I have done my job. Whatever I could do, I have done it. That doesn't mean everybody will live healthy in this world. Suppose I give everybody the right kind of food, all the things they require, I give. Do you think everybody will live happily? No. Unless you understand the truth, whether you are poor or rich, or knowledgeable or illiterate, whatever you are, if you are not accepting the reality of the world, reality of the human body, you are not going to remain comfortable. That is the reality. So, this knowledge is the knowledge about the system, not about the given thing, given knowledge. No, flowers, leaves, human beings, all these are there. This is beautiful, that is beautiful. No, this is how the system is. Whatever is here, it is bound to undergo changes. Let it be a beautiful flower, let it be a fragrant flower, it doesn't matter, but it is bound to undergo certain changes, and the last change is mixed with the earth. See, however brilliant you are, however handsome you are, it doesn't matter. So varieties of conditioning that we have, those conditionings have to go. And when the conditionings they go away, you start understanding the reality. You start understanding. It seems it's possible. Yeah, it seems possible. Earlier it looked impossible. Nobody can know the Lord. If you say no, I don't know the Lord. Yes, he is telling the right thing because nobody can know the Lord. So the possibility of this knowledge which will arise, the possibility, without that possibility, you cannot go in the right direction. See, the thief also lives, and a righteous person also, he also lives. Maybe the thief having more money. So why should you not go for theft? Yeah, you're free. Maybe there's possibility of you're getting beaten also. That's also possible. Therefore, you'll see not only the poor people they are doing wrong things. They are taking the rich people taking bribe, the doctor taking bribe and sent to jail. You can understand. These fellows, they are not poor people who are doing wrong things or who are after money. They don't discover what to do in their life. They have got everything, but they don't discover what to do in their life. That's the reason what they know is money alone. What they know is power alone. So money, power, these things, if you fall after, then you will be taken away and the life will slowly, you don't pay attention, slowly it is reaching towards the full stop. Each day it is going ahead towards the full stop. In fact, each moment. And whatever you do, you do. Nobody can force you to do anything. You are free to act. You are free to understand. Or you are free to suffer. And if you want to suffer, if you want to suffer, I can't help you in any manner. But if you want to get out of your problems, this sort of scripture is there. This scripture alone, the Vedanta alone can take out all your problems. It will help you. You are the person responsible for removing all your problems. But the help you need is from the scripture. Vedanta alone, the discussion that we are having, this type of discussion alone, and it is systematic approach. It's not one day affair. Suddenly, all your problems are gone. You did some prostrations in front of the Lord, and you are free from all the problems. This sort of thing doesn't happen. This is not liberation. So you have to remain awake to the reality till the last breath. You have to remain awake to the reality. It's not a serious pursuit. Nothing serious about it. Live the way you are living. Whatever you know, you do that accordingly. So whatever you get out of works, you use them in the right direction, right way. So it's a it's an opportunity. Human body is an opportunity to understand the truth. And if you miss this, the life is gone. You have missed the biggest thing. So why I shouldn't be the person like my ancestors? I should be the person to understand the truth. And for that I should put my effort in the right direction. That much I can do. So definitely, if I am in the right direction, things will be clear. So no question of remorse, no question of making haste, etc. Wherever I am, from that step I can grow. So this systematic approach. We'll meditate rest of the time. Sit straight, close your eyes, close your eyes, and take various names of the various parts of the body. Look at those parts. Left foot, the toes, left knee, left thigh, right foot, the toes, right knee, right thigh, stomach, chest, back, right palm, fingers, right elbow, right arm, right shoulder, left palm, fingers, left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, neck, back side of the head, right ear, right cheek, left ear, left cheek, mouth, nose, left eye, right eye, forehead, top of the head, the entire body. I am fortunate enough to get a human body because there are so many other bodies in this earth, so many living beings, insects, animals, aquatic animals, trees. There are so many things that are available. All are living beings. With the grace of the Lord, purely the grace of the Lord that I have got this human body. I'll try to make the best use of it. Understand the Understanding the truth is the best utilization of the mind. There cannot be anything more than this. I'll try each day to lift myself up in the right direction. For that, whatever is the instructions given in the scripture and our teachers, I follow them. The system of discovering the Lord, the system of worship. This is how a person grows. So I don't neglect in doing all these things. Each day I take myself further. My right action alone takes me further. So I don't neglect in my duty, worshipping and whatever duty I'm supposed to do for my living. Both the things are required. The body has got to be maintained, and along with that, understanding has got to be clear. See how air is entering into the body through the nose. This is appreciation of the role of the Lord air. Everybody understands that there is air, but importance they don't give because life is continuing now. That's the reason why they don't pay attention to this. I pay attention. Without the living capacity of the air, nobody will be alive in this earth. I am grateful to the Lord air because of which till now I am alive, and as long as I will remain alive, it's because of the air alone. So just pay attention, don't control. Just pay attention, be grateful to the air. Mental worship. Imagine any form of the Lord. The purpose of imagination of the form of a Lord is to make myself ready for understanding. It's not that this is the ultimate. Any form is the form of the Lord because Lord is all pervasive. In fact, any name also is the name of the Lord. So, worshipping any form is worshipping of the Lord definitely. So, imagine any form of the Lord, put a flower at the feet of the Lord, roasted in front, do salutations. I'll chant Om Namah Shivaya. Keep hearing this. Your hearing itself is chanting. You don't have to chant yourself. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Just like the dream, it is one consciousness alone, one consciousness appearing like so many things. Similarly, the waking state also is the one consciousness that looks like so many things, inert and sentient objects, both living and non living. In the waking state, all the incidents are just like in the dream. Nothing is true because consciousness alone is there. When you wake up, you don't find anything. You understand that dream is false. Similarly, when you wake up to this reality, the entire universe becomes false for you. Nothing is real. One consciousness alone. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimmahisha Gobrahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanya Prithivi Sasyasharini Desho Yam Kshobarhitaha ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः, सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सत्कमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।